and welcome to our virtual assembly. Today is Friday the 12th of February and that means it is the last day of half term. We are so proud of all of the brilliant things we see from you every day. We can see how much hard work you are doing at home, even though it's very tricky for us all. We can see that your love of learning is still so strong and we are so pleased with you. You are showing so many of our park values and we want to say another big thank you. We are going to get through this together. In our assembly today, we are going to visit Year 4. They have been learning about the Vikings and Anglo-Saxons all term. Recently, they have been learning about Norse poetry. Let's see what this is all about. Over to you, Year 4.
Hello, and we've been learning about the Vikings.
I'm going to tell you some unusual Viking facts. We have a god called Bragi and he has a really nice tongue which has markings on it.
What are those markings?
Ancient. They're poem markings.
But you're probably wondering, who's Bragi?
Bragi is the god of poems and poetry. And this really weird fact is that if a poet touches somebody's tongue, now they're a poet. And we call them Bragi men or Bragi women.
Another word in Norse was skald. It means poet. In our Viking lessons, we became skalds.
Here is a poem that I wrote, like some weird words from Old Norse language. Watch now my words as they fall from the Nando's gobbler. Do not fear the sound of the foot coverer behind you, because now I return to the sleep comforter. I am the discoverer of Old Norse language, but you may know me as...
Did you just say Nando's gobbler?
Yes, this is my Nando's gobbler.
Hey, did you say foot coverer?
Yes, this is my foot coverer.
Hey, what's a sleep comforter?
My sleep comforter is my bed.
Hey, what's a discoverer of Old Norse language?
Hey, it's me, obviously.
What my friend is trying to do is a kenning. A kenning is what you put together to make a new description of a word. For example,
This is not my hammer, it's my head smasher.
This is not my sword. It's my blood ray.
Even today we can use the techniques of the Old Norse scouts.
Are you using those techniques?
Yeah, I definitely am.
Some people think all Vikings' appearances had beards. Well, I don't think that's true. For example, they don't look like Mr. Sampson, Mr. Hodgkin,
Mr. Fisher.
Mr. Kanagasave. They were not all violent men like this.
What do you want?
It was a sensitive culture with brilliant stories.
Here are some interesting god facts from the Norse gods.
Did you know that there's this mischievous god called Loki? He was a really cunning trickster. He had 3 children, Jormungand, Hel, and Fenrir. They were really fierce.
There's another one called Tyr or Tyr, which he was the brave god of all of them. He once put his hand inside a wolf's mouth, but I'm not going to tell you about that story because that would be a bit too violent for this assembly.
Bragi has a really big tongue, but I think I've already talked about that.
He's really interested in Bragi. Odin has lost an eye in war and he has an 8-legged horse and 2 messenger ravens.
Thor has a really big hammer, like I said earlier. Like my friend, she said that you wouldn't use it as a hammer, you would use it as a head basher or like a human killer.
It's not just about men though, that would be unfair. One of Loki's children, Hel, is a half corpse and she rules the underworld, which is called Helheim.
or Niflheim?
Let me tell you about Midgard. It has a giant snake around it, which is one of Loki's children, called Jormungand, which got thrown down by Thor to wrap around Earth, chasing his what's it called, the thing? Tail. And in Midgard, that's where we live, because Midgard is Earth. Midgard equal Earth.
Asgard was a place where all of the gods lived, except from Hel. Hel lives in Niflheim. Even though these stories may be old, they can still help us in our lives and teach us some lessons.
Can they?
Yes, they can.
Thanks guys, it's great to see what you have been learning. The stories of old still have a lot of truth and meaning in them. Now, everyone, let me tell you another old story. This is about somebody who links to this Sunday, the 14th of February. 14th of February is St Valentine's Day, when people celebrate love. But who was St Valentine? The legend goes that the Roman Emperor Claudius II executed a man called St Valentine of Terni on February the 14th, around 278 AD, a long time ago, 2,000 years ago. His crime? Valentine continued to perform marriage ceremonies in secret after Claudius II banned marriage to encourage men to join the army. Apparently, Valentine signed a farewell note from your Valentine, and that's where the tradition of love notes comes from. This year, make some time to show appreciation for all of the people around you that you love, your family, your friends, and everybody that matters to you. Okay, let's have a look at our stars from early years and Key Stage 1. In nursery, we've got Petia, Soraya, and Reuben. In reception, we've got Edie, Danielle, and Ashrinta. In year 1, we've got Antonia, Yusuf, and Ihra. And in year 2, we've got Adomas, Akira, and Bassem. Well done to all of those children. Now we're going to see what some of the children in year 3 have been doing in their Attention Autism classes. The children watched Miss Haley making paper mache, and then they had a chance to do it themselves. Let's see them. Then Miss Burnett's sign of the week. And then we can see some of your home learning.
Ripping, Ivy. Shall we start putting it on? Are you ripping? Looking. Let's rip some paper.
No, that's my side.
Ripping from the top. Ready, steady, rip. Good boy.
I need to move this.
Well done. Well done, Ivy. Okay, let's rip this one.
Put it first.
Oh, that's a big bit, right?
Yeah.
Maybe make it smaller.
So, we're building houses with papers and solution made out of white glue and water, and we're building as a team. I'm not sitting on it.
Those
papers
and two
very
hands.
big.
Yeah.
I think they can maybe be a bit smaller.
So the milk.
So we need to get some across here.
Is it milk or is it PVA glue and milk?
Milk. It's like milk.
It's like milk, definitely.
Hi everyone. This week we've got 2 signs. We've got good morning and good afternoon. Why don't you try using them in the register to your teacher this week?
I choose this book because it's so funny and the frog is really clever.
We are halfway through the school year. Can you believe it? We wanted to see what some year 4 children think they have learnt about themselves at this particular time?
I have learned that I can work harder because I used to be very bad at fractions, but now I understand them. And also it's a bit hard for me because my mum's working with the NHS, with the vaccines. So I'm getting better and better because of this COVID stuff.
Learn, even in a tough time like right now, I'm trying to share my opinions, thoughts and make new friends safely.
I have learned to do a new sport called netball, or is it handball? Can't really remember.
I have learnt about myself that I'm getting better at English and been learning more about myself, and I have been feeling more like warm and like instead when I was in year 3 I was very scared because there was new people in my class, but now I'm in year 4 I feel very better.
Okay, let's do the stars of the week from Key Stage 2. In year 3 we've got Tyrone, Forzan and Afseen. In year 4 we've got Naseba, Keshav and Amelia. In year 5 we have Angel and Sanika. In year 6 we've got Solomon, Sebastian and Anissa. Well done to all of those children. Thanks everyone for being brilliant. Have a great half term and we will see you online and in school on Monday the 25th. Bye.